I'm Rayab Lee, and I got next.
You next up and you ain't been on SportsLifeTalk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit him up. Look, you breaking next and you up next. Kings and queens go hard. Rising star on the big scene, make them know who you are. You don't break a sweat, don't settle for less. They put you through that test, your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, ready, set, go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask B. Jones or head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote. Chill.
Who got next? Who got next? You can ask B. Jones or the head coach KT. Welcome back, SLT Nation, to another fire episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next, a platform that gives exposure to the voices of tomorrow, real people, real stories, real conversations with amazing human beings who are out there living out their big dreams. And today, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Unhyped Athletics in Melbourne, because we sounding the alarm. We got a banger in the building. Female D1 golf sensation out of Towson. Y'all see the smile, ladies and gentlemen. The picture perfect model of consistency right here in your face. Hard work. We got Rayab Lee in the building. Ray, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing amazing.
Hey, excuse me, it's Rayab. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry because I'm gonna call her Ray. We so sorry about that. Well, check this out. If this is your first time checking out the show, I am your host, the mouth of the South, B. Jones, the Louisiana Mr. Yeet himself. I'm rocking alongside of my co-host, my brother from another mother, the head coach, KT. Kev, how you feeling today, man?
Beaches, I'm feeling good, but I'm also feeling like I need to call somebody out.
Okay.
There's a young lady in Atlanta, Allegra Wells. She's a golfer.
Yes.
And we're supposed to be playing the game of putt-putt, but she's been dodging me for months.
It's running.
I'm putting her on blast right now. So, yeah, let's go.
Hey, and she formed HBCU. So all y'all HBCUs, y'all need to get on her, get in the comments. Y'all go find Allegra Wells and tell her KT looking for. Hey, and check this out. If this is your first time joining the channel and checking out our show, first and foremost, we want to say thank you. It means a lot. Kevin and I work hard to try to give you these amazing shows. We've connected with some great people, and we need your help to keep this momentum going. We need to keep this mission, this mantra, and all the success breeding in 2022 and on. So we need to ask a small favor. Won't cost you a penny. Won't cost you a dime. And that is to smash that subscribe button on the count of 3 for the Sports Life Talk Nation. All of our new family members. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, Kevin, where our Towson Tigers at? Where they at? They gotta show us some love. Y'all, hey, they need to be smashing that subscribe button. Well, listen, if you did, you just became a family member. Kevin and I, we don't do followers. We don't do fans. We do family members. So welcome to the family and welcome to this show where we got a very special guest. Ray, are you ready for the Sports Life Talk initiation?
I'm always ready.
I can tell. Let's go. Let's get it.
Well, excuse me. All right, to initiate you into the SLT family, you got to give us your top 5 music artists.
Okay, so first off, Lil Wayne, for sure. Second, Drake. Third, Kehlani. Next, Eminem. Last but not least, Meek Mill.
That is a very solid top.
I like that list. She got Lil Wayne in there.
Yeah, we didn't hear no Lil Baby, no Lil Durk, nothing like that. That is solid, Ray. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I love the
Yeah. All right, so give us some of your favorite sports teams.
Hold on, Kevin. Hold on. Let me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Let me get ready for this one. Now, tell them who your favorite sports teams is, Ray.
New Orleans Saints. I live right next to the Mercedes-Benz Dome, so I have to rep them.
Yeah, you can tell them, Ray. Tell them who your teams is.
The Chicago Bulls and the New Orleans Saints.
Well, the Bulls I'm okay with. It's just the Saints. That's what he was waiting on.
Who that, Ray? Who that?
That's right.
How you become a Saints fan?
So I lived in New Orleans for about 2.5 years, and I lived right next to the Mercedes-Benz Dome. So I would kind of watch the games from time to time. My dad would take me. We would kind of bond over football. So that's really started liking football and liking New Orleans Saints.
Well, I can't hate on the whole bonding thing because that's a beautiful thing, a father and daughter. But I already know how this show is going to go for me. It's the fact that you like the Saints, he loves the Saints, and anything Louisiana, this is going to be torture. All right, so who's your favorite superhero and why?
Well, my dad, because I would not have anything in my life without him. He retired 21 years in the Army. I would not have became a Division I golfer. I wouldn't know what hard work is. I wouldn't know what confidence is and how to, just become the person I am today. So I owe everything to him.
Shout out to Dad. All right, so every good superhero needs their own theme music. What would your theme song be for your dad?
Gosh, I'm gonna have to go with Dreams and Nightmares with my dad. We sing it in the car all the time. So
your pops be rolling with that Meek Mills? Your pop
100%.
Hey, that's fine. And I'm gonna tell you something. I think Meek Mills probably make the best hype music on the planet, man. Between him and Raw Wade, they get everybody hype. I'm definitely gonna probably have to come out to some Meek Mills too myself. So that's dope.
Yeah, I like that. What's free? All right, so on behalf of the SLT Nation, we want to welcome you to our family. So B. Jones, please take it away.
Well, Ray, welcome to the family. Hey, even though we was already kinfolk on that jambalaya and that New Orleans Saints flag, you know what I'm saying? We was already kinfolk, but now we're like, you and Kevin, y'all cousins now. Okay, so we all connected. But welcome to the show, Ray. I think this is our show. Shout out to Allegra Wells. Shout out to Black Golf Babes. And then now we got Ray. I'm so excited to have you on here because it's not often that we get to talk to golfers first and foremost, right? It's one of them sports that us as a people, we don't gravitate to like we do basketball or football or some of the other sports. But then we get to talk to a female who doing it and you doing it well. So you found some success. Now, when did you first start playing golf?
So when I lived back in Japan with my family around 6th grade, my dad and I, we would just go out sometimes and hit a few putts. We would just bond over golf. And then 8th grade, I got my first lesson, started taking a liking to it. So I would say around 8th grade is when I first started becoming serious.
So we talking about less than what, 7 years ago? 6 years ago?
Less than 6 years ago, yes, sir.
Wow, 6 years ago. And the only reason I bring that up is because we're going to talk about your success and getting your scholarship and stuff to Towson. But like, you've had some pretty amazing things have happened. Like you I saw the stroke. That thing's smoother than a baby's butt. Kevin, when she come around with that head of that club, I'm like, oh my, I'm a little jealous. Hey, the guys who watching this right now are probably jealous of your swing so silky. So now we got to stop. So you lived in New Orleans.
Yes, sir.
You lived in Fort Bragg. You lived in Japan. Run us through all of these because I mean, what are you? 21 years old, Ray?
I'm 18.
18, and you lived in probably over 6. So tell us all the different places you lived.
Okay, so I was born in North Carolina, Fort Bragg. Moved to Kansas, then moved to Texas afterwards, San Antonio specifically. Then moved to New Orleans, and then after I moved to Okinawa, Japan. And after that, moved to Florida. Then Virginia, and then I went to I'm going to college in Maryland. So
I don't know if this is a term that's a negative term. So I hope we don't get in trouble for this one. But so you kind of a military brat, huh? You
for sure, 100%.
Okay, so you traveled through all the country, do this. Hey, and shout out to your dad. What's your dad's name? He is a superhero.
Anthony Lee.
Anthony Lee, shout out to you. We're going to dedicate this show to you, my guy, because, hey, not too many people had the courage to do what you do and then raise this amazing human being below us. But so now you've lived in all of these different cities and then you find a passion overseas in Japan. Why was that time good? What happened? Did your dad just say, hey, Ray, come out and play with me one Sunday? Or how did you guys connect and bond over this game of golf?
Yeah, he just one day after school, back in 6th grade, he just said, Ray, you need to come out with me in golf. I want to spend time with you. I was like, okay, let's do it. Took a liking to it. Found out a close friend of mine, she's Japanese. She was one of the top prospects in Japan for golf. So just knowing somebody close in the game, it really motivated me to want to learn more about the sport.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, so out of all the sports you could have picked up, this is probably the most difficult. Hitting a little small ball that's that big, and you try to hit that thing 500 or something yards with a club that's probably about that big. I mean, it's probably one of the most difficult sports. I call myself a golfer. You know what I'm saying? Right now, don't get me wrong. I'm out there cutting grass. I'm out there plugging up grass and stuff like that. I'm trash. But the only reason I mention it is because I know how frustrating it is to learn the game of golf. Like, that is not. It's one of those games that is so brutal. It's so taxing mentally. At the same time, all it takes is one knock, and that ball go, and you like, oh, I love this game. I love this game. So what was your kind of like growing up? Like, when did you kind of fall in love with golf though? I know you was playing with dad, you went to training in the 8th grade, but when did you fall in love with the game?
Gosh, so actually I was playing 3 sports at the time. I was always a cheerleader. I was in track and field up until high school. And then my dad was like, you have to pick one of the 3. And I was like, you know what? Golf it is. I have to choose golf. And then I think I saw freshman year Tiger Woods in person, and he actually spoke with my mom a little bit. So that really motivated me. I was like, wow, if he can do it, then I can do it. We need more people like us in the sport.
Tiger Woods, y'all.
Yeah, you guys should just name drop like it was nothing.
Hey, that was like work, Kevin. Yeah,
my mom talked Tiger Woods. Yeah, I'm like,
just a few minutes. They exchange recipes. All right, so look, so with that being said, now you gallivant with Tiger Woods. What like how much have you seen your game grow? Because I saw this one IG post that it kind of caught me off guard. Well, not caught me off guard. It caught my attention, right? It was like you showed your swing in 2018, or it might have been 2017, and I'm not a trainer by any means, but it looked like a decent swing to me. But then I saw that next swing, and I said, "Oh, we looking at Steph Curry with the shot with this swing, man." So like, how's that process been for you? Has it been frustrating? Has it been a lot of swings, a lot of club hours? I mean, tell us what that process has been for you to grow into a Division I athlete.
Man, I can't tell you how many hours and how much time I've invested into this sport just to get to the level where I'm at. Last summers before this, spent 8 hours a day literally outside. My dad can vouch for me, my coach can vouch for me, but spent countless numbers of hours outside just trying to perfect my craft. And it's been very frustrating, but very fun at the same time, just seeing how much I'm growing and what else I need to work on, and just the whole process in itself from the time I picked up a club till now. So
now, where's Towson located?
Towson is in Towson, Maryland. It's like 15 minutes away from Baltimore. It's a
city?
small college city.
Okay, small college city. So if you in Towson, it's like you pretty much go to the school.
Right, for sure.
So how was your freshman year? Why you been enjoying it so far? Like, tell me.
Towson. Yeah, I'm playing a lot in tournaments. I'm traveling a lot. My grades are pretty decent. Yeah.
All right, you got Anthony Lee calling us up. He gonna be on the phone. We're gonna have a live call in the studio in a second now.
But yeah, it's very diverse in Towson as well. It's a PWI, but at the same time, there's a lot of diversity, which I like.
What made you choose Towson? What was the factors that came into that decision?
The location. There's a lot of it's just a nice college town, and then the facilities are like top notch for golf as well. My coach, she is amazing. She cares about the individual first, more than the student athlete, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, those were my factors.
Now I know you were successful in high school. You was all state. You were captain on the team. You guys went to state. I mean, like I'm reading through all of these success stories. When you first started playing with dad on that day after school, did you know that you would be successful at it, or when did it hit you like, dang, I'm actually pretty good at this thing?
I mean, be honest with you, when I was on that putting green, I just wanted to beat my dad. That's all I cared about in my mind. So I think freshman year of high school, I was like, I can actually become pretty good at this sport. And then from there on out, I started, dreaming bigger than where I was in that position.
Yeah, and I saw your putting videos. You I'm telling y'all, go follow her at Rayab Lee Golf, because I'm telling y'all she clean with it. But now your freshman year, you came out and had success pretty quickly. I mean, were you expecting that type of success? I mean, making it into 2 tournaments, you made it out of 8 out of 10 tournaments you actually were eligible to compete in? And
yes, sir. Yeah, I qualified for 80%. I knew I had what it took, excuse me. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't surprised because I expect myself to do that. But yeah, it was a pretty awesome feeling qualifying for the very first tournament of the year.
And you all around the country too. You just said, I saw you with the bags. You all over the place. All right, so I got to talk about that 73 because that 73 was my aha moment. I was like, oh. Like, if for those of you who are not golf fans and those of you who are golf fans, y'all probably respect the 73 way more than I respect the 73. But I play EA Sports Golf a little bit, and the 72 is the goal. Professionals, we're talking about the best in the building, the best in the world. They get 65, 66s, right? We're talking about people who shoot maybe 6, 7 under. So you shot a 1 over. Tell us about that round of golf. Did you know that was going to be a special day? Like, how did you get this 73 as a freshman?
So that was actually the first tournament I qualified for, and the first tournament of my collegiate career and that season. So college Division I golf is comprised of 2 days, which is 36 holes the first day and 18 holes. And one round of golf is 18 holes. So the first round of golf, I shot 76, and I was like, you know what? I can definitely, shoot a little lower. And then the second round, which was in the same day, I mean, it was just amazing. I just kept on grinding it out. Didn't give up. I just always had a clear goal in my head. And I never, even if I did mess up, it's like, you know what? That's fine. I'm on to the next hole. I didn't look back. So.
Now that's the mental part of the game that nobody even talk about. It's probably, what would you say? 50% talent and skill, or how much of the mental aspect is in golf?
Oh my gosh, it's probably like 90%, to be honest with you. Because I've seen some pretty awful swings, but they also, excuse me, but their mindset is better than most, so they can grind it out no matter what your swings look like, as long as your mindset is there. That's all.
When did you see Kevin play? When did you see? Because you said you saw some. You said you saw some.
Man, I have never played golf down the course in my life. Now, putt, I'm a monster. So you want to see me there, Ray? We can go.
We can.
All right, Kevin. I got one more, and this is the most important one to me because, like I said, we had Black Golf Babes on there, and they really put us on game about the lack of exposure in our African American community when it comes to golf. And those girls out there, they doing it. I mean, I'm telling you, these are some gorgeous women. They out there, they just balling. We got Ray coming up in the ranks, and so what does it mean to you? Because I mean, I looked at the team photo. You the only one with some melanin that's popping on the team. Shout out to all of our lighter shade sisters that play for Towson. Y'all all beautiful. Y'all doing y'all thing, but you different, right? You different because you're a minority. So how difficult is that? Or are you comfortable with that? I mean, tell us, how do you feel going into every single tournament, knowing that you're probably going to be one of the few African Americans, and how do you carry that going into each and every day?
So at the very beginning when I started golf, I would go into country clubs and people would all the time stare at me, kind of feel uncomfortable. Show up to tournaments when I was a junior golfer, and I was the only one out of like 50 or 60 that was, a person of color. So after maybe 6-8 months into the game, I felt empowered to, represent people who look like me. So that's how I really feel about it. It adds to my confidence, I would say.
Do you have any younger, like African American girls or POC girls that come up to you and want autographs? So they like tripping when they see you out there? They're like, oh, that's cool.
I've had a few that wanted to take pictures with me, and I've signed, a couple of their shirts. But yeah, they come up to me all the time, ask me, how did I get started? Their dads come up to me asking me, just how to get my daughter started or how to get my son started. So.
Man, you a trailblazer for real. Sure. So with that being said, though, what would you recommend to a young black person or a young POC, any race? Hispanics probably don't play as much either. So there's probably a lot of different races out there that don't play golf as much. What would be your advice to them to play? I mean, because me, when I look at it, Ray, I think money. I think of the cost of playing is what, just the cost to get into it is what's going to hold a lot back. But what would your advice be? Or maybe a cheaper way to get involved with it, or kind of what are your opinions on that?
There are programs out there for minorities and people who don't, make as much money, youth-wise. So I would just say, be the first. You don't care what anybody says, your peers. because I've had a lot of people come up to me as well, my peers, and they're like, oh, you golf? Isn't that like a certain color sport, you know? So don't listen to what they have to say. Do your thing, and just do it with confidence, and just be the first. That's all.
I'm about to take my black behind out there right now.
All right, so Ray, what is one thing that golf has taught you that you can use when you're not on the course?
Gosh, just to find a way. Just if there's a wall in front of you, go over it, go around it, do anything you can to just persevere and don't give up.
Well, B. Jones, that's probably some words that you need to live by going to this championship round.
We'll see who need it, because I got Ray. We both represent the state of Louisiana, so you were in trouble.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yes. Oh gosh.
All right. Well, Ray, welcome to the championship rounds. This is the part of the show where Kevin and I, we turn on each other. We get competitive. The juices are flowing like brothers. And you are now officially calling all the shots. Now, have you ever played a game called Would You Rather before?
I have.
All right, so the rules are very simple. Kevin and I will both present to you an option. You select one of those options, which you think is most applicable to your liking. And whichever option you select, that host will gain a point. The first host to gain 2 points, or the best out of 3, will win this episode's game of championship rounds. I won the last game, so I will go first. I will get this thing started off right. I got Ray in the building. Let's go. All right, Ray, you ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Would you rather have the Rayab Lee Trailblazer Award named after you for an African American or persons of color golfer, or
have Nike make a shoe named after you and introduced during Black History Month?
I would have to go with the first option.
That darn award. You don't want no shoes.
Man, Anthony raised her right.
Man, yeah, he did. I can't. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Admiral Lee raised the right, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I already knew which way that was gonna go.
Yeah.
What rank is Mr. Lee?
Rank? He was a lieutenant colonel.
Lieutenant Colonel Lee raised the right, man. All right, here we go. Round number 2. Would you rather work with the LPGA to host college and high school girls golf trainings at Towson, or
host events around the world where you bring the game of golf to young women of color?
Oh, second, for sure. The second option.
You see how he do you, Ray? You didn't go his way, so he.
All right, I gave it. I guess.
Yeah, you don't want Mr. Lee coming after us, B. Jones. We don't want those kind of problems.
I'm trying to tell. I bet he got them hands too, Kevin. All right, round number 3. Here we go.
All right, would you rather host your own cooking show where athletes and celebrities share their favorite places to eat in their hometowns, or host a YouTube golf series where you get to interview professional golfers while playing golf on the courses that they grew up on?
So oh my gosh, you guys are making this too easy. The second option for sure.
Yeah, I know. I should have threw some golf related in there, but I thought the cooking would do it.
Well, you did, and you took an L, and
well, I was gonna take.
Yeah! We did this one for Louisiana, baby. Put your L's up. I need everybody to put their L's up.
Now, Brandon, let me just say this. Excuse me, mouth of the South. Whenever somebody on the show that's named Brandon, like you, I lose. Whenever somebody's from Louisiana or have any kind of Louisiana ties, I lose. So I already expected it. I'm just in good company with Ray. I can't stand you though. So go ahead, man. Let's go.
Hey, tell her. Hey, tell him who that. Tell him who that, Ray. Tell him who that.
Who that?
My little sister holding it down. All right, Ray. Well, the title of the show is You Got Next. It's all about you. Anybody that's following you now, they checking you out. You on the radar. You finna blow this thing up. But tell us, what does the future hold for you, Rayab Lee?
Long-term goal, I do want to become a professional golfer on the LPGA tour and become the first African-American female to win a major.
So. I got to. You only 18? It's about to happen.
Yeah,
I think it's about to happen, KT.
Hey, you need some extra practice at your putt and come holler at me in Texas at putt. All right. So do you have any shout outs you want to give?
Shout out to Towson Women's Golf.
Tigers.
And again, shout out to my dad, and shout out to TPG Golf. That's my coach's academy that I go to in Jacksonville, Florida, St. John, Florida specifically. I wouldn't be where I am today without Coach B as well at TPG Golf. So yeah, that's about it.
And shout out to Tiger Woods too, because your name dropped there.
All right, so this is part of the show where you get a chance to call out the person that you think should have next. Tell them, hey, I got a chance to rock with B. Jones and KT. I told them my story, and I want you to do the same thing. With that said, Ray, who are you giving your game ball to?
I'm giving my game ball to Bailey Davis.
Tell us about Bailey. Give us a little something.
She is a golfer at University of Tennessee. She is also an African-American female golfer.
What? So we out here. All right, Bailey Davis, you're on the clock. But Ray Lee, you are extraordinary, little sis. You phenomenal. I love your energy. I love your courage. I love your tenacity. I love your consistency and hard work. Y'all didn't hear her backstage talk about these 5 a.m. workouts she got to go to and the countless rounds that she have to go to. So Rayab Lee, thank you for coming to the show, because you got next in Sports Life Talk Nation, Unhyped Athletics Nation. Thank y'all for joining the show. We've done it one more again, and we gonna keep doing it and doing it and doing it well, because that's what we was born to do. So show us some love. This is that altar call. Come on, babies. Come show us some love. Smash that subscribe button. Hey, anybody out there that you know that need to hear this story, hit that share. Send this to them, because somebody out there would love to learn more about playing golf, especially our African-American youngsters. Y'all send this out to them and leave us some comments. Tell us what you think about the show. Tell us what you think about Ray. Tell us what you think about the top 5. It don't matter. Whatever parts, we want to interact with you. And we believe in interaction so much that we would like to invite you to come hang out with Kevin and I Wednesday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. We stream live on YouTube and Twitter. It is a 1-hour live laugh out loud riot of a show. We're featuring 2 other guests, Miss Manhattan and Gemini Jones. We talk about sports, pop culture, Black Panther. It don't matter. We having fun with it, and we would love for you to come have fun with us and interact with us. I don't know, Kevin. What am I? Oh, you know what? Free t-shirts. We giving away free t-shirts right now. Go to our IG page at SportsLifeTalk. Tag 5 friends. That's it. Not 6, not 10, just 5 friends. Let them know that we out here. Slide in our DMs with your name, size, and address, and we're going to shoot you over that Towson Tiger version of the Sports Life Talk t-shirt so you can look and dress like the crew. Hey, Kevin, what am I missing, man? What am I missing, man? I'm gonna let you close this thing out.
Well, why don't you just close it out? I mean, you and your play cousin down there, y'all so cool and all together. I'm just gonna be quiet. You close this out.
Hey, it's something about that water at that Red River, ain't it right? It's something about that.
No, B. Jones, Ray, thank you so much for rocking with us. You're a ray of sunshine, and we need more of you out there, especially on that golf course. So thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much.
Hey, well, Ray, we appreciate you. Sports Life Talk Nation, we love y'all. Stay safe, be blessed, respect each other, and love one another, because together we are better. And keep dreaming big, no matter how hard it may look, because you never know, your story may be the next one featured on Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet.
See, what's crazy is I knew you had next, because you always working, you always grinding, you're in your bag because you're always working. Like, in due time, I knew you got next. Oh, you did it, huh? Crack the code. You got next, you smashing goals. You want next, you need exposure. Well, Sports Life Talk got the baddest show, like the baddest in the room. Podcast to tune into just for you to talk your shit. Talk your mushroom. You are what you eat and you should consume. Sports Life Talk from the late night to the afternoon, then rest repeat. Hit the like, leave a comment, or subscribe so you don't miss a beat. You got next, just a small taste of a winning meal from a chef type to celebrity. What's up next is you, at least you better be. Yeah, you got next, yeah. I can feel it, you're a winner just like me. You got next, and what comes next? Tune in next time and you'll see. Cause if you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you're just like me. If you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you know where to be. I'm talking Sports Life, talking this.